Welcome to my next gift guide, which is for the chef or cook in your family, or anyone who loves to spend time in the kitchen, or anyone who has just moved and needs to put stuff in their kitchen as far as supplies and cookware are concerned. This is what you need to pay attention to. 4.5 years ago, I actually organically started a cooking business. So I cook for 15 to 16 families, local families, a week. Every week I send out an email with that week's menu, and there's a Google form that the people can sign up for what they want to order. And then I prepare it during the week and I deliver one day a week. And what started as someone telling me I had a really good shepherd's pie has turned into a small business. And it has grown over the years, and I am so thankful. I always loved to cook. I learned to cook from my grandmother Helen, but I never ever considered that it would be something that I would be doing as an income. So that is my main side gig or hustle, is my meal delivery business. So I spend a lot of time in my kitchen, and thankfully I have a big kitchen, but I have had to put a lot of infrastructure and products into my kitchen to make it efficient over these last 4 years. So I wanted to share some of the things that I really feel work well for me. So one of the things I offer on my menu, I usually offer 3 entrees, a salad, some kind of bread, some kind of baked good, and either a roasted veggie or a soup. So in addition, Ethan loves to bake with me. So we bake multiple times a week. So when you bake, it's really helpful to have cooling racks. So these are just great cooling racks. These are a little bit bigger than like 9x13. Just pop it on your counter or on a table, and you can put the baked product on there and allow it to cool. Another really helpful thing that has been actually pivotal, and I keep buying more and more, is 8-quart stainless steel mixing bowls. I use these to make bread, English muffins. I use these to make pasta salad. I use these to toss regular salad. I use these to make salad dressings. Even though they're large, I make my mashed potatoes in these. It just gives you a lot of surface area for your food. And they're just great to have in your kitchen. Recently, I had to buy an air fryer. For years, I never had an air fryer. However, my stove broke and I couldn't make Ethan's chicken nuggets that he eats every single night. So I bought an air fryer, but it gets so gross inside after a while. So I found on Amazon these silicone air fryer inserts. So you basically take the bottom of your air fryer, you pop this right in, and the grease or gross stuff goes right on the insert, and then you just take that out and you wash it. This never gets dirty. Amazing. This comes in a pack of 3. Also, chopping vegetables, whether you want thin vegetables, whether you want things cut in cubes. This brand is Bartnelli, but you basically open it up. It comes with a bunch of different inserts that you can cut your food into, or it has a mandolin attachment, and you just would, for example, put a piece of apple on here, close it, and then it comes out the bottom. Game changer. What else do we have? Storage containers. So with the amount of food that I'm making for each entree or salad dressing, I'm cooking in a large volume. So I found this 4-pack of these amazing thick plastic storage containers. Why I love them? They have handles. Comes in an 8-quart, 6-quart, 4-quart, and 2-quart, and those are already being used in the refrigerator. Airtight seal. For example, I have granola in the 4-quart one right now. Also allows me to know what volume I've generated. I make bread. I taught myself how to make sourdough. I've now advanced onto focaccia, French bread. I love it. It's therapeutic. Some of the things that I use in making my bread, for sourdough starter, you need Weck jars. I've tried other jars. I didn't really like them. Weck is the brand. They have this particular shape that comes in a little bit, and they have a glass top, which gives the proper amount of air, something along that lines, for your starter to rise. They're pricey, but they're worth it. Kitchen scale. When you make bread, you have to weigh the ingredients. You don't measure, it's by weight. This does all different units. Simple, it's flat, it has a large surface volume, so I can put one of my big bowls on here when I want to make bread. Game-changing tool in my life. Danish hook whisks. Amazing. It doesn't have the little slits in a traditional whisk. It's bigger. You can use it to mix things like your soups or a bread dough that is thicker and chunkier, and if it's going to get caught in the normal spokes of a regular whisk. Less than $10 for one. I buy them in packs of 3. My last tool for bread is a French loaf baking pan. It has lots of holes, as you can see, to let the air through. You can make 3 baguettes at once. Super simple, doesn't have to be expensive. It's just having the tool in your home for when you want to try to make French bread. If you want any recipes, or you can also always DM me privately. Some of my other products that are a game changer, if you have a KitchenAid mixer and you bake a lot, and I'm just going to turn this a little bit. Oops. That popped out. And you know that stuff can fly out. These are shields. So you put the shield on, stuff doesn't fly out, and as you're baking, for this one in particular, you can add things. Then I also have this one, which is a little bit more protective. The only downfall is that every time you want to add something, you have to stop the mixer. You can also put this on at nighttime if you want to pop the whole thing in your refrigerator and you don't want to go back to cooking your cookie dough. You can just, there's actually an insert that goes right here in the middle, so everything stays covered. So that is the KitchenAid mixer. Lastly, or 2 things, Dutch ovens. I use my Dutch ovens multiple times a week. I have 2 different brands, which I've listed below. One is an Amazon Essentials brand. They're all equal. I mean, they're nice and they're heavy. As you can see, I bake a lot of bread in mine. I wash it every now and then, but parchment paper separates the Dutch oven from the debris, which is basically flour debris. You can cook roasts in them. You can, yeah, they work for so many things. You can use them in the oven. You can use them on the stove top. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is this table. This table is a stainless steel table, and it's pretty wide. It has a lip on the back, and it has a storage shelf underneath, and this has been a game changer to give me extra surface area to work on in my kitchen. Again, the link is below. You can click on it and see the details. Like, you can specify what size you want. You can specify if you want a lip in the back so things can't fall off the back. They come in small, smaller lengthwise. They come narrower. You can get a shelf. You can get them on casters to move them around. If you have a small kitchen, or you don't have a lot of counter space, this can be a game changer. Again, it's pricey, but it's an investment in the infrastructure of your kitchen, especially if you are in your forever home and or if you can't afford to do a renovation at the time. Again, thank you for listening and being a part of my financial journey to help my son and myself, and you get to see where I spend the majority of my day. If you're curious what I'm making today, I've made some cranberry orange relish for Thanksgiving, and I'm getting ready to make sweet potatoes, and over on that counter, I have all the herbs that I need to make a sauce for chicken chimichurri. So again, click on the links below. These are Amazon links, so I will get a commission. You can share this gift guide with others and spread the word. Thank you. Happy holidays.